Picture a land where time moves at its own rhythm, a place where golden beaches stretch endlessly along the Atlantic, where cowboys still ride across vast plains, and where vibrant drums echo through the streets in the longest carnival celebration on Earth. Welcome to Uruguay, South America's best-kept secret. Often overshadowed by its larger neighbors, Argentina and Brazil, Uruguay remains an undiscovered treasure, an enchanting blend of natural beauty, rich traditions, and a lifestyle that perfectly balances sophistication with simplicity. From the untamed wilderness of Cabo Polonio, where the stars shine brighter than city lights, to the rolling vineyards producing some of the world's finest Tanat wine, Uruguay is a country that surprises at every turn. But this is more than just a travel destination. Uruguay is a feeling, a way of life. It's the warmth of a gaucho inviting you to share in a sizzling asado, the thrill of a packed stadium during a football match, the tranquility of a seaside sunset in Punta del Este, and the infectious energy of a candombe drumbeat during Carnival. So, whether you're an adventurer, a foodie, a history lover, or someone searching for the perfect getaway, Uruguay has something to offer. Get ready to uncover the magic of a nation that's small in size but immense in spirit. But before we delve deeper, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're interested in engaging content like this, hit the bell icon and comment, "I subscribed" below, for a warm welcome to our community. Welcome back. 1. A land of natural beauty and geographic significance. Uruguay, the second smallest country in South America after Suriname, occupies approximately 176,000 square kilometers. Despite its modest size, the country boasts diverse landscapes that range from rolling grasslands to pristine beaches. It is bordered by Brazil to the north, Argentina to the west, and the Atlantic Ocean to the east, giving it both a strong connection to its neighbors and a vital maritime presence. The name Uruguay originates from the Guarani language and translates to "River of Painted Birds," a poetic reflection of the country's abundant wildlife and scenic waterways. Unlike its landlocked neighbor, Paraguay, Uruguay enjoys an extensive coastline that has shaped its economy, lifestyle, and tourism. The Uruguay River, which forms a natural boundary with Argentina, has historically played a crucial role in trade and transportation, while the coastal cities flourish as hubs of culture and leisure. 2. A climate of comfort and tranquility. Unlike many South American countries that experience extreme weather, Uruguay enjoys a mild, temperate climate. It is the only nation on the continent entirely outside the tropical zone, which results in comfortable seasonal changes. Summers are warm but not excessively hot, with temperatures averaging between 25 degrees Celsius and 30 degrees Celsius, 77 degrees Fahrenheit to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, while winters are cool and gentle, rarely dropping below 8 degrees Celsius, 46 degrees Fahrenheit. This pleasant climate makes Uruguay an attractive destination not only for tourists, but also for expatriates seeking a relaxed and comfortable lifestyle. The capital, Montevideo, consistently ranks among the world's most livable cities, thanks to its clean environment, excellent infrastructure, and strong sense of community. The Rambla, a 22-kilometer waterfront promenade, offers a picturesque setting for walking, cycling, and socializing, making it a cherished feature of urban life. 3. Montevideo, the cultural and political heart of Uruguay. Montevideo, home to nearly half of Uruguay's population, is a city where history and modernity intertwine seamlessly. The historic district, Ciudad Vieja, showcases the country's colonial heritage with cobblestone streets, grand plazas, and beautifully preserved 18th-century architecture. In contrast, modern Montevideo is a hub of art, commerce, and innovation, with sleek skyscrapers, contemporary galleries, and bustling markets that reflect Uruguay's progressive spirit. One of Montevideo's most charming features is its unique address system. Homes are often given names instead of numbers. This tradition adds a touch of intimacy to the city, reinforcing the idea that Montevideo is not just a metropolis, but a collection of close-knit communities. The capital's atmosphere is further enriched by its cafe culture, where locals gather to enjoy mate, a traditional herbal drink that is deeply embedded in the national identity. 4. Uruguay's passion for soccer, a national obsession. Soccer is more than just a sport in Uruguay. It is the beating heart of the nation. From the moment a child can walk, they are likely to be kicking a soccer ball, whether in city parks, on beaches, or in the streets of Montevideo. The country's deep-rooted love for the game is evident in its historic achievements on the global stage. Uruguay won the first-ever FIFA World Cup in 1930, cementing its place in soccer history. In 1950, the national team achieved one of the greatest upsets in football history, defeating Brazil in the famous Maracanazo at Rio de Janeiro's Maracanã Stadium. These victories are not just remembered, they are ingrained in the national identity, passed down through generations like treasured folklore. Unlike in some countries where soccer fandom is male-dominated, Uruguay breaks the stereotype. Women are just as passionate about the game as men, and match days are electrifying experiences for everyone. Whether watching from home, at a cafe, or inside a packed stadium, the energy is contagious. The passion, the cheers, and the intense discussions about the sport unite Uruguayans in a way that transcends social and economic barriers. 5. Safety and quality of life, a South American success story. While many South American countries struggle with safety concerns, Uruguay is an exception. The country has some of the lowest crime rates in the region, making it one of the safest places to live and visit. Walking through Montevideo's well-lit streets at night, it is common to see families strolling, tourists exploring, and locals enjoying outdoor cafes without worry. Uruguay's stability is not accidental. The country has a strong democratic system, a well-functioning police force, and social policies that promote equality and well-being. It consistently ranks high on global happiness and quality of life indices, thanks to universal healthcare, free public education, and a culture that values leisure and personal fulfillment. This sense of security and social cohesion makes Uruguay an ideal destination for expatriates, retirees, and families seeking a peaceful yet vibrant place to call home. The relaxed pace of life, combined with the country's modern infrastructure and progressive policies, creates an environment where people feel free and comfortable. 6. Uruguay's unique social culture, a blend of sophistication and warmth. Uruguayans are known for their confidence, elegance, and open-minded nature. The country's culture is a fascinating blend of European refinement and Latin American warmth. Social interactions are often marked by genuine hospitality, and visitors quickly notice how approachable and friendly the locals are. Fashion and personal presentation are important in Uruguayan society, particularly in Montevideo. It is common to see well-dressed men and women walking through the city, whether heading to work, meeting friends, or simply enjoying a coffee at a stylish cafe. However, this sophistication is balanced by an easygoing and inclusive attitude. Unlike in some countries where fashion can be exclusive or intimidating, in Uruguay, elegance is about confidence rather than status. Uruguayans also have a deep appreciation for art, literature, and music. Cultural festivals, book fairs, and live music performances are an integral part of social life. Whether it is tango, candombe, a traditional Afro-Uruguayan drum-based music, or contemporary art exhibitions, the country thrives on creativity and expression. 7. Classic car culture, a vintage time capsule on wheels. Montevideo is a paradise for classic car lovers. Unlike in most countries where vintage automobiles are found only in museums or private collections, in Uruguay, these timeless vehicles are still in everyday use. Due to high import taxes on new cars, Uruguayans have maintained and restored old vehicles for generations, leading to an extraordinary number of classic cars still on the road. From Ford Model Ts to Chevrolet Bel Airs, these beautifully preserved automobiles give Montevideo a nostalgic charm. The sight of a 1950s Buick or a vintage Citroën driving past colonial-era architecture creates a sense of stepping back in time. Many of these cars are worth small fortunes, yet they remain an essential part of the city's character. Car shows and vintage car clubs are popular throughout the country, with enthusiasts gathering to showcase their meticulously maintained vehicles. This passion for classic cars is not just about transportation. It is about preserving history, craftsmanship, and a unique aspect of Uruguayan identity. 8. Renewable energy leadership, a global role model. While many countries are still struggling to transition to sustainable energy, Uruguay has already achieved what most nations aspire to. Nearly 98% of the country's electricity comes from renewable sources, including wind, solar, hydroelectric, and biomass energy. This remarkable achievement is the result of visionary government policies, private sector innovation, and a national commitment to sustainability. Unlike other countries that rely heavily on fossil fuels, Uruguay made a strategic decision to invest in renewable energy decades ago. Today, wind turbines line the countryside, solar farms stretch across rural landscapes, and hydroelectric plants harness the power of rivers to generate clean energy. Uruguay's success in renewable energy has set an example for the rest of the world. The country has proven that it is possible to have a thriving economy while prioritizing environmental responsibility. As climate change becomes an increasingly urgent issue, Uruguay stands out as a leader in sustainable development, showing that green energy is not just a dream, but a reality. 9. Cabo Polonio, a rustic escape into simplicity. Imagine stepping into a world where time slows down, where there are no paved roads, no electricity, and no urban distractions. This is Cabo Polonio, one of Uruguay's most magical destinations. Tucked away along the Atlantic coast, Cabo Polonio is a secluded fishing village where visitors leave behind the modern world and embrace a simpler way of life. Reaching Cabo Polonio is an adventure in itself. There are no highways leading to this hidden paradise. Instead, visitors must take a 4x4 ride across vast sand dunes, making the journey part of the experience. Once there, the village offers a dreamlike atmosphere: candlelit cabins, bonfires on the beach, and the soothing sound of ocean waves under a star-studded sky. One of Cabo Polonio's most enchanting features is its lighthouse, standing tall against the elements and offering breathtaking panoramic views of the rugged coastline. The village is also home to a large colony of sea lions, adding to its untamed beauty. For those seeking a true escape, Cabo Polonio is the ultimate destination, a place where life is stripped down to its most essential pleasures: nature, tranquility, and human connection. 10. The countryside and gaucho culture, Uruguay's timeless cowboy tradition. Beyond Uruguay's coastal cities lies the heart of the country, the vast countryside, where the spirit of the gaucho still thrives. The gauchos, Uruguay's legendary cowboys, are more than just horsemen. They are the custodians of a rich cultural heritage that defines rural life in the nation. The Uruguayan countryside is a landscape of rolling plains, sprawling cattle ranches, and wide-open skies. Here, life moves at a different rhythm, shaped by the traditions of ranching and horseback riding. The gauchos, dressed in traditional attire with their wide-brimmed hats and ponchos, are masters of the land. Their skills in cattle herding and horse training have been passed down through generations, making them an enduring symbol of Uruguay's identity. No discussion of gaucho culture would be complete without mentioning the asado, Uruguay's beloved barbecue tradition. More than just a meal, the asado is a social event, where families and friends gather around an open fire to slow-cook meat to perfection. The smoky aroma of sizzling beef, the warmth of the fire, and the deep conversations shared over a glass of wine make the asado an unforgettable experience that captures the soul of Uruguay. 11th. Culinary delights, a feast for the senses. Uruguayan cuisine is a paradise for meat lovers, deeply influenced by Spanish and Italian culinary traditions. The country's obsession with beef is evident in its national dishes, each offering a unique and mouthwatering experience. At the heart of Uruguay's culinary scene is the asado, where different cuts of meat are grilled over an open flame for hours, resulting in tender, flavorful perfection. Another beloved dish is the chivito, a legendary sandwich stacked with beef, ham, cheese, eggs, and vegetables, often served with crispy fries. This hearty meal is a favorite among locals and visitors alike. For those looking for something unique, morcilla dulce, a sweet blood sausage flavored with orange and nuts, offers an unexpected yet delicious twist on traditional flavors. Beyond meat, Uruguay's coastal location also provides an abundance of fresh seafood, with dishes like pescado a la plancha, grilled fish, and paella marinera, seafood paella, adding variety to the country's culinary offerings. 12th. Wine production, the hidden treasure of Tannat wine. Uruguay may not be as internationally recognized as Argentina or Chile when it comes to wine production, but it holds a secret weapon, Tannat, the country's signature grape. Originally from France, Tannat found its perfect home in Uruguay's climate and soil, producing some of the most robust and complex red wines in the world. Uruguay's vineyards, often family-owned and passed down through generations, offer a charming and intimate wine-tasting experience. The scenic landscapes of rolling hills and sunlit fields create the perfect setting for enjoying a glass of rich, full-bodied Tannat. With its deep flavors, strong tannins, and hints of dark fruit and spice, this wine pairs exceptionally well with Uruguay's famous grilled meats. Beyond Tannat, Uruguay's wineries also produce excellent white wines, including Albarino, which thrives in the country's coastal regions. Whether exploring boutique vineyards or larger wine estates, Uruguay's wine scene is a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered by connoisseurs and casual drinkers alike. 13. Stunning beaches and coastal destinations, from luxury to history. Uruguay's coastline is a blend of luxury, relaxation, and historical charm. For those seeking glamour, Punta del Este is the place to be. Known as the Monaco of South America, this resort town attracts celebrities and travelers with its upscale beach clubs, high-end restaurants, and vibrant nightlife. The stunning beaches, modern architecture, and exclusive atmosphere make Punta del Este a hotspot for luxury tourism. For a more historical experience, Colonia del Sacramento offers a step back in time. Founded by the Portuguese in 1680, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is a beautifully preserved colonial town with cobblestone streets, charming plazas, and stunning riverfront views. Walking through Colonia feels like entering another era, where history and modernity blend seamlessly. Whether visitors seek relaxation, adventure, or cultural immersion, Uruguay's coastline has something for everyone. 14. The world's longest carnival, a celebration like no other. Carnival in Uruguay is not just a festival, it is a 40-day spectacle of music, dance, and cultural pride, making it the longest carnival celebration in the world. Unlike the flashy samba parades of Brazil, Uruguay's carnival has a unique and deeply traditional character, heavily influenced by candombe, an Afro-Uruguayan drumming and dance style. The streets of Montevideo come alive with colorful parades, elaborate costumes, and energetic performances. One of the highlights of the carnival is the Lamadas Parade, where groups of drummers, known as comparsas, march through the city, playing hypnotic rhythms that echo the African heritage of Uruguay. Another distinct feature of Uruguayan carnival is murga, a form of musical theater that blends satire, social commentary, and humor. Performers dress in exaggerated costumes and sing witty, politically charged songs that entertain and provoke thought at the same time. For 40 days, the entire country is immersed in a spirit of celebration, where the joy of music and dance brings people together in a way that only Uruguay can. As the sun dips below the horizon, painting the skies over Montevideo in shades of gold and crimson, Uruguay whispers an invitation, one that calls to travelers, dreamers, and explorers alike. This is not just a country, it's an experience, a feeling, a rhythm of life that captivates the soul. From the rustic charm of Cabo Polonio to the dazzling lights of Punta del Este, from the sizzling aroma of asado on an open fire to the electrifying pulse of candombe drums in the streets, Uruguay is a place where tradition and modernity dance in perfect harmony. It's a land where time slows down, where simplicity is celebrated, and where happiness isn't measured in wealth, but in shared moments, laughter, and the joy of a life well lived. Whether you're wandering through the historic streets of Colonia del Sacramento, raising a glass of Tanit wine in the countryside, or cheering alongside passionate fans in a football stadium, Uruguay leaves a mark on your heart that never fades. So, are you ready to answer the call? Pack your bags, embrace the adventure, and come discover the magic of Uruguay for yourself. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing travel stories. Let us know in the comments, what part of Uruguay would you love to explore first?